Mavia Valley Legends team in their traditional blue and white outfit, and of course the Anse La Raye team in their sort of AC Milan red, white and black kit. I'm going to start off with the lineup of the Mavia Legends. First 11, 00, Fimba Ephraim. Number 6, Pius Marcel. Number 11, Spencer Smith. Number 12, Errol Henry. Number 14, Sheldon Antoine. Number 3, Solomon Sandiford. Number 4, Samson Robertson. Number 2 is Marcel. Number 5, Neville Harris. Number 17, Leighton Rato Sandiford. And number 7, Valentius Joseph. Round of applause for the Mavia Valley team, rather impressive in the group stage. Trying to get on to the semi-finals. The team is coached by Ace Constantine, and the manager is Collingwood Jolie. Again, round of applause for them. They've been brilliant. We move on now to the lineup of the Anse La Raye team. Number 7, Benson Francis. Number 3, James Paul. Number 16, Cornelius Ajuda. Number 6, Melvin Senqua. Number 20, Aloysius Sidney. Number 11, Fabian Montout. Number 10, Emmanuel Clermont. Number 18, Dominic Leonti. Number 12, it's like Doral Wiggins. Number 14, Louis Senqua. And number 1, Ryan Esna. First 11 for Anse La Raye. The team is coached by Columbus Stephen and managed by John Smith. The officials, referee John Foley, assistant referee 1, Harriet Joseph, AR2, Richard Bryan, and co-official is Mr. Marlon Alsey. Again, folks, first game in the quarterfinal stage of the Gold Cup. A lot at stake. All what they have done in the group stage now doesn't count. It is a strictly knockout situation. One will progress while the other will regress. Enjoy the game. Mavia Valley Legends taking on Anse La Raye Veterans.
Welcome to the quarterfinal stages that of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup Veterans Football for 2017-2018. That's the main championship. Valley Legends decked in the blue and white will be coming up against Anse La Raye decked in the red, black and white. It's the first of 2 games to be played here tonight. This is the knockout stage of the tournament. Later on tonight, Vieux-Fort South will come up against Vieux-Fort Central. Remember, the tournament is of 2 parts, the main championship and of course the plate championship. There you see a lovely pick of Samson Robinson, Errol Henry, and of course Fimba Ephraim, Valentius Joseph Solomon, Pius Marcel, Rato Leighton Sandiford, and of course Spencer Smith, Sheldon Antoine, he's Marcel, and of course Neville Harris aka Bogle, and you see the CEO of Veterans in Sports gracing them with a few words, and the media having a shot at them there. You can hear some lovely music there in the background, courtesy Choice Sounds. We're here at the Philip Maslin ground as darkness just enshrouded the regions here at the Philip Maslin grounds. first miscontrol there by Darrell Wiggins, finding his man, Leonte. Some good control in there. Going back to his defense there, to Wiggins. Some pressure from his Marcel there, forcing the defender to put it into touch. Throw in there by Sheldon. Sheldon finding Neville, a touch too heavy there. Throw into Anse La Raye. Sheldon going back to his defense. Clearance there from Pius. Not controlling the ball there either, or the ball is remained aerially. Number 7 for Anse La Raye, that's Vincent. Trying to find his man, and some dangerous tackle there. Player remaining down, just picking up himself there with a little limp. It looks to me like Cornelius there. Solomon is shadowing this one there for Mabuya. Spencer Smith finding Neville. Leighton Sandiford, bad control. A header there. The ball just creeping into a touch there for a throw to Mabuya Valley, to be taken by Neville Harris. Finding his Marcel. Neville is trying to find his man. Rato squares wide. Finding Spencer. Spencer to Bogle. Valencius Joseph. Rato on the far side. Rato is pelting at this one there. Good save by the keeper. And the left footer was smacked at this one. And Ryan Esnad had to par this one wide. Throw in there to Mabuya. Sheldon. Finding Samson. Finding Neville. Neville is trying to dance. Finding his. Ball is back with Sheldon. Sheldon is trying to put this one in the heat. And the man in the middle is sporting an infringement. It will be Pius Marcel behind this one for Mabuya Valley. Mabuya is looking to pounce very early there. And Ryan Esnad is letting this one go wide. The man in goal there for Anse La Raye. And let me remind you that you're watching courtesy Winner Stevie. We're bringing you the coverage here out of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup. Esnad is leaving it up to his defender. Some very good work there by the Valley team, recuperating this one and make sure they keep the ball. Ball is floated in the area. Valencius Joseph is controlling. Rob the game from him. Leonti with the header. Some good controlling there by Fabian, looking for his man, and again air roll for Mabuya. Here's Marcel. He was trying to find Sheldon, but he pushed it into touch. Through in there to Anse La Raye. Throw-in to be taken there by Wiggins, and ball is back with Wiggins from Leonte. Wiggins again is trying to dance around his man. Sheldon is tackling him there. Some very good defending by Errol for Mabuya. Leonte was trying to go wide, but deflection there, finding Neville. Neville back to Rato. Neville is taking on his man, finding Valencia's Joseph. Joseph was trying to go wide. Ball is back with Rato. Is finding Samson. Samson back to his defender. The Valley keeping the ball and make sure that they possess the ball and run there by his Marcel. And the ball is put into touch there by the defender. That's Aloysius Sydney. Throw into Mabuya. Rato finding V. Joseph. It goes wide, finding Bogle. Spencer Smith trying to put it in the 6-yard region there, but again, no control over it. Ryan has not just put it on the spot there, so that Aloysius Sydney may put the boot laces on this one. Mabuya has kept the ball and of course preventing any pressure being applied onto the goal of Fimba Ifrim. Anse La Raye is trying to build attack on a far side. Just mentioning of Fimba Ifrim right now has the ball in his hands, finding Sheldon Antoine. Sheldon is hurried there and giving away the ball to Wiggins. Wiggins finding his midfielder there. Oh, what a good move by Vincent. Vincent is trying to find his man. A very good defending again. Samson Robinson is trying to find Spencer. Spencer to Rato. Some good handling of the ball in the midfield there by Dominic Leonte. A good ball again. Well controlled by Emmanuel. Emmanuel is inside the area. A shot onto goal and well collected again by Fimba Ifrim. Wiggins again, a battle there with Hayes, and the whistle of the man in the middle went, but in favor of Wiggins there. Spot kick. Samson Robinson. A boot is placed in there again, and Wiggins with the header. Pius with the clearance. Finding his Marcel, trying to bring it down. Clearance by Leonte. See, Senkwa challenged Robinson with the header there, and Wiggins winning this one, trying to find Senkwa. A good work there by Samson Robinson. Finding Neville Harris. Neville looking for Samson again. The ball is back with Neville. And Neville is looking for Hayes. Mabuya keeping the ball, and that's the main idea of the game. And again, the ball is going into touch there. A goal kick for Valley Legends. I see a clear picture there over his Marcel giving some instructions. The ball is just retrieving the ball. You see Fabian Montout is giving some orders there, and Pius has launched this one forward. Wiggins again tackled by his. Wiggins is trying to get this one out of there. Spencer finding his man, Rato. Rato squares this one. Finding Neville. And Neville with his defender Pius. Finding Samson. Samson, a poor pass there to he's finding Wiggins. Wiggins, Leonte. Oh, what a good control there by Vincent. Vincent is challenged there by Samson. Shadowing the ball. Wiggins with the outside foot is trying to find Emmanuel there and he's ruled offside. Evenly match here, both teams. And Anse La Raye, they got out of the group as number one, the top team out of the group, and of course the Valley came out second in their group. Pius Marcel will put the laces on this one, looking for Valencius Joseph. Wiggins clear. Ball goes into touch. Thrown by Sheldon. Sheldon finding his dance around his man, and a touch too heavy there on the line. Just can't keep it in play. Wiggins finding his defender. That's Aloysius. Again, some very good control there by Neville. He's trying to make inroads into the final third. Oh, what a wonderful back heel there by Joseph. And it looks to me like Aloysius is in pain and remaining down. He seems in some kind of a discomfort and asking for some time. He got stung real bad there. Is clutching the heel, the left heel, asking for some assistance there by the referee. He just needs to shake it out a little bit. I think he's going to be all right. Some good turn there by Bogle. Bogle finding Salau. Salau finding Spencer. Spencer shot. Can't border the goal over Ryan Esnad. Some very strong breeze has been blown across the ground. Aloysius pointing two directions. He's looking for his man, and he's found him. He's trying to keep the ball in play. He whips it in the midfield region, well controlled by Vincent. Vincent going on the far side, finding Cornelius. Cornelius trying to dance. He's trying to get to his man again. Vincent well controlled in this one, crossing this ball, trying to find his man there on the near side. Saint-Croix. Oh, some good work there. That's Samson Robinson putting this one into touch there. A corner kick to Anse La Raye. Some dangerous run there by St. Croix. Putting the ball there into the final third over Mabuya Valley. Corner to be taken by Dominic Leonte. Leonte whips this one across. The heads go up there, and the whistle of the man in the middle went, spotting an infringement. And this ball is whipped wide, looking for his Marcel. And
just to read it again, Happy New Year to all those who are foreign there.
Couldn't find this one, throw in there by Wiggins, finding his defender. Touch too heavy there from Leonte. Legends goes wide. Errol winning this one for Mabuya. Spieth finding Solomon. Finding Neville. Neville to Spencer, wide. Is looking for Leighton Sandeford. Oh, good ball there. Spencer is receiving there from Leighton. Spencer trying to take on his man there, and he was well cut out there. Well received by Solomon there. Some good tackling there on the far side. That's Vincent. He's trying to find his man. Well cut out by Samson Hayes in a battle there. And it looks to me like Wiggins winning this one. Through in there. Wiggins finding a St. Croix. And St. Croix was well dealt with there by Sheldon Antoine. And it looks to me like Sheldon, the one getting the blue. He's just shaking this one out. Pius will put the boot laces on this one as he spikes it, looking for Valencius Joseph. And not happy. Elisha Sidney, not at all. He was all in the back of Valencius Joseph, and he was whistled for this. And he's not happy at all. Leighton Rato Sandeford behind this one, and it's just a chip. Oh, and this one is just wide from Pius Marcel, clutching his head there. A corner to Valley Legends. Rato is in the surface area again, and appeal for a handball. And Valley is keep on applying the pressure there. And this one is pushed back to Errol. Errol goes wide. He was trying to find Spencer. A touch too heavy there. And Spencer was shadowed by Cornelius Judah. Through in to Anse La Raye on the far side. Dominic Leonte is in control. Finding his man. Good ball handling there by Emmanuel Clermont. And they're just giving the ball away to Valley Legends. Clearance there from Errol Henry, that is. I see a clear picture there of his Constantine pointing to directions there. Coach of Valley Legends. Throw in there to Anse La Raye. Some good movement on the ball there for Anse La Raye. Shot on goal. Not collected cleanly there by Fimba Ephraim, and he collided again with Fabian, it looks to me like. Valley will start with Solomon on the far side. Is looking for Leighton. And Leighton gives chase. And this one is issued into touch there by Aloysius Sidney. Through in there to Valley Legends. Spencer Smith. Spencer is shadowed there by Vincent. And the ball again is issued into touch by Aloysius Sidney. Through in there, Leighton Sandiford. Winning this one there is Spencer Smith, and this one is Hoyt back into the defense and dealt properly with by Henry. Henry finding his man, Neville Harris. Harris is trying to roll this one for Sampson, and this one is off Errol Henry into touch there for Freud to Anse La Raye. And this one is for Fabian Montout, and the man in the middle spotting an infringement there. It looks to me like there was a man in an offside position. A good touch there by Rator, looking to find his Marcel. And for Valencius Joseph, and Valley Legends has bounced on this one. And you see the celebration. 1-0. What a good ball, what a back heel by Leighton, finding Spence on the far side, and this one was whipped into Valencius, and of course here's Marcel in there, giving it back to Valencius, and Valencius doing what he's supposed to do, and Mabuya looking very good there. You see Pius Marcel, the captain, having a touch and a few words with Neville Harris.
Again, for those just joining us, this is the first half of the first encounter in the quarterfinals of the Premier Lions Gold Cup. Last weekend was the quarterfinals of the
Fabian Montout goes back to his defense from midfield.
Meantime, you could take a walk by the ground with the ball.
Senqua finding Leonte. A good touch there by Emmanuel, finding his man. Fabian again goes wide.
Shaking in his boots because they were south taking on Central Viewfort.
Following this encounter, Viewfort South will be taking on Viewfort Central.
Viewfort South, and one is called Central Viewfort.
Anse La Raye winning a spot kick on the far side. Cornelius Ajuda on the far side. He lifts this one gently. Ahead there by the defense. Wiggins trying to put it back into the defense. No problems there for Fimba Ephraim. The player was spotted in an offside position. It looks to me like Emmanuel Clermont wanted to pounce on this one there. Wiggins booting this one into touch. Throwing to be taken by Sheldon Antoine, finding Neville Harris. A flick there to a Rator. A Fabian Montout. A little battle there with Samson Robinson, and Rator is put down there by Wiggins. This one is straight across the goal, and it looks like Simon Robinson just introduced into the game. Just blaze this one over the transversal. Sydney pointing directions. He needs his players to adhere onto instructions. Well controlled by Samson finding Neville. Oh, what a flick there by Hayes, finding Neville. And a handleball there, spotted by the man in the middle. Aloysius Sydney is the culprit. Free kick there by Leighton Rato, Sandiford. He whips this one gently into the atmosphere. Heads go up. Rato is putting it back again into the heat. Well collected by Ryan Esnard. Esnard was looking for his man there on the far side. Oh, lovely flick there again. Valley Legends looking so good on the ball. Neville Harris spread it to his Marcel. It's taken away from him. The ball is in the path of Emmanuel Claymore. Well won by Errol. Clearance by Pius Marcel. Oh, some good ball handling there by Simon Robinson. He was robbed in the process. Valley Legends again. Simon was trying to keep this one in game, and Fabian Montut is in control right now. Looking for his man, and as only the players of Mabuya Valley could be seen. Wiggins is trying to control this one on Rato. He does. He's trying to find Vincent, and he's robbed by Samson Robinson. Some good touches on the ball from Neville. Neville with his, and Neville winning this one back, and Vincent was trailing on him. A good touch there by Colinius. Simon trying to find Spencer moving forward. And clearance there by James Paul. Solomon looking for Simon. Simon back with Henry. Henry goes back to Fimba Ephraim. And he goes back wide again to Henry. Mabuya Valley is possessing the ball with Solomon. Is finding Simon. And of course, no nonsense there on the far side. Ball is going out to touch. A throw in there for Valley Legends. The Legends losing out on this one there. Some good work there by Pius Marcel. And Rato is going wide, finding his Marcel. Hayes is giving this one away. Cornelius finding his man. Oh, some good touches there. Fabian on the end of this one. Well shadowed there by Samson Robinson. And if you're just joining us, you could see to your top screen, Mabuya Valley Legends is in the lead against Anse La Raye by a goal to nil. Fimba goes right, finding Sheldon. Sheldon finding Hayes. Hayes is trying to take on his man. Goes back to Sheldon. Sheldon looking for Rato, and Rato was mishandled there And Aloysius is not satisfied, and the referee is having a word with him. Clear picture there of Rato. Pius Marcel, the skipper of Mabuya Valley Legends, giving his signal, placing his ball. No sooner than later the Lisses will be put behind this one there. And our ball is going into touch. Therefore, throw-in. Marcel again giving some instructions, throw-in there from Wiggins. Is Marcel trying to win this one there and winning himself a throw. A throw in there, winning this one there. Ratok good turn on his man, and he's in the area. And again, well shadowed and well tackled by Saint Croix. Clearance there. And this one is splicing off the boot of Henry. Emmanuel Clement. He goes far. Vincent receiving from his man is trying to dancer. And Vincent is not happy with the tackle there from Spencer. And it's in his favor there. A clear picture there of Vincent Francis. Aloysius Sydney will list this one into the 6-yard region, and this one is just across the goal of Fimbai Frame, and is shouting to his defenders, and neither Sheldon nor Pius had anything to do with this one there. Sheldon receiving. Here's Marcel. Here's a little dink over the top for Samson. Oh, Samson is just clutching his thigh there. A boot too high there was placed by Aloysius Sydney. A free kick there to Mabuya Valley Legends. The knockout stages of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup, the main trophy. You could see the ball is just doing its thing with the heavy winds. The ball is played aerially. Simon Robinson is trying to find his man, but some good defending there. Vincent finding his man. Cornelius spreads it wide. Ball is back with Vincent. Vincent favoring Leighton Sandiford from Mabuya Valley. Neville almost gave it away. Neville spreads it wide. Simon. Oh, and it looks like Rato is beating the outside trap, and Ryan Esnad came with his knees clutching in the air. A chase there by Emmanuel Clement. Oh, some good defending there by Henry. Well controlled there by Hayes, putting it back into the midfield region. And again, Leonti looking for the forward movement there in moving close to Ephraim's goal, and Ephraim is playing with the ball, inviting the player to come in. That's Senkwa. Samson. Leighton. A good run there. And Leighton almost giving this one away on a haze. Marcel trying to flick this one to Rator. Rator winning this one again. Wiggins trying to take care of this one. Emmanuel Claremore is whistled for a foul on Errol Henry. Spot kick. Pius looking for Simon on the far side. Samson was on the end of this one, but is giving up. Wiggins has taken control of this one, and Wiggins is fouled by Samson. Some good shadowing of the ball. Samson apologizing there to Wiggins. Wiggins trying to lift this one. Oh, well controlled there by Samson, finding his. Oh, flick back to Samson. And again, Neville Harris taking control of this one. And Samson is complaining. And this time it's Wiggins on Samson. Samson and Wiggins are battling it out in the midfield region. Sheldon placing this one on the spot. Looking to find a Leighton there. And Leighton is ruled offside. His Marcel has remained on the ground. Is complaining to the referee. Throwing there to Valley Legends. Anthony Matthew giving the ball back to Anse La Raye, and Anthony Matthew away for Simon Robinson. Simon finding his brother Samson. Leighton. Oh, good ball. And this one just didn't work out there for Samson. Hayes is trying to cross this one. Taking on his man. Putting this one for Rato on the silver platter. And this one is wide. Some good work there by the Valley Legends team. And it looks to me Anse La Raye needs to pull up the socks. Anse La Raye will start from the defensive third. Sydney trying to find Wiggins there. And thumbs up there by Wiggins. Throwing there to Valley Legends. Pius Marcel needs his players to speed up the chemical reaction. Cornelius finding his man. Wiggins again finding his man Leonti. Leonti goes wide. Leonti again. Ball is crossed from the far side. Oh. And Anse La Raye has equalized the game. It's St. Croix Bouncing on this one.
So it seems
Ball coming in there from Louis St. Croix on the far side. And Mervyn St. Croix pouncing on this one. 1-all between Mabuya Valley Legends and of course Anse La Raye.
Keep in mind that Blockbuster Silhouettes, the second fixture of the night.
1-all here between Mabuya Valley Legends and of course Anse La Raye veterans.
Moving forward for the past 5 years. Should be very interesting. You heard about crossing the floor. Some players have crossed the floor and before some percentage of the floor.
Simon giving this one away to Vincent. Vincent is trying to take on Simon Robinson in a battle between the two. And the ball is in favor of Anse La Raye. It looks to me like Louis St. Croix with the throw on the far side. Samson, a good turn going wide. Simon goes back to Sandiford. Sandiford to Sandiford, well controlled there by Rator. Sandiford finding his Marcel. He's looking for Rator. Some good ball work there by the Valley Legends team. And looking for Lloyd this time is Rator. And the ball is just a pace too heavy and therefore Lloyd Clifford. Ryan Esnad. They're looking to find Henry. Some good work there by Anthony Matthew. Matthew is trying to bring this one into the area there. And slowly will start again. And a touch too heavy on this one. And Emmanuel Claymore couldn't find this one there. Samson Robinson trying to find his brother Simon Robinson. Back to Samson. And they're sharing the ball right now. Rator trying to take on his man and he's lost possession of the ball. St. Croix, that's Myers, finding his man there. And Errol Henry having a boot onto this one and issuing it into touch for a corner kick to Anse La Raye. Claymore is leaving it for Leonte. Ball is coming across. A clearance there from Pius Marcel. Throw into Anse La Raye by Wiggins. And the man in the middle is whistled this one there, sporting an infringement. Ball goes into touch for a throw-in to Valley Legends.
Of course, as you know, there's going to be Champions League going on. UEFA Champions League, that is, and some news recently that there will be a viewing match.
Anthony Matthew finding Leighton Sandiford and they're losing this one in the process. Lloyd tackling this one, finding Simon. Back in defense to Solomon. Lloyd Clifford just bamboozling the player there.
717-3123, that's Duck.
Louis Saint Croix.
That's section.
Another first half of our first encounter here tonight, that of the Veterans Football Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup for 2017-2018, and it's locked at 1-1 here by Mabuya Valley Legends, and they're coming up against Anse La Raye. The goal scorers, it was Valencia's Joseph finding the back of the net at first, therefore Valley Legends, and of course moving Saint Croix equalizing the game for Anse La Raye. Following this encounter, we have a derby. Central Vieux-Fort and of course Vieux-Fort South will be squaring off here later on, and let me make mention to you that you're watching courtesy Winners TV. Welcome back to the Philip Marsner ground. The second half of our first game here tonight, that of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup Veterans Football for 2017-2018. This is the main championship. Valley Legends, they are locked at a 1-1 here with Anse La Raye Veterans. Valley Legends has reshuffled at the side with Simon Robinson in goal.
Now, to football action. It is 1-1 between Valley Legends.
The ball is on the far side with Clifford Sandiford, just introduced in the game. Errol Henry going wide to Clifford. Clifford back to Errol. Finding Samson Robinson. Samson is in control of the ball game. Trying to dance around his man. Giving possession away to Anse La Raye. Controlled by Cornelius. Cornelius goes wide, finding Sydney. Sydney finding his man there. Cornelius again. Some good ball handling there. Ball coming across there from Emmanuel and head over Vincent going up. Solomon Henry taking care of this one. Good ball there by Louis Saint Croix. Ball is back with Saint Croix. Finding Leonti. What a touch. Finding his man Cornelius again. And Lloyd is keeping this man there busy. That's Louis Saint Croix. And Lloyd winning this one here. A goal kick to Mabuya Valley Legends. Simon will start with Pius, his captain from behind. Pius is trying to lift this one there. And Vincent is taking care of this one. Anthony Matthew. Solomon trying to find his man moving forward. That's Valencia's Joseph. But well taken care of by Henry. That's Bacchus. Finding Vincent. Vincent again is finding Cornelius. Ball is spread wide. Aloysius Sydney looking for his man moving forward, and Simon Robinson with the clearance there. And a player was ruled offside. The ball met the head of Louis Saint Croix, issuing it into a throwing position there. Solomon Sandiford looking for Leighton Sandiford. Leighton is trying to bring this one across there, and a clearance from the defense as he third of Anse La Raye. You will see clip picture of Leighton and Leonti there, and it looks to me like that's Clifford Sandiford. He'll be taking a very long throw into the region they're finding Leighton Sandiford. And again, a ball is in Mabuya favor. A ball went off Louis St. Croix. Corner kick to Mabuya. It looks to me like a Leighton Sandiford touching this one and leaving it for Clifford Sandiford. Leighton is into the region there, and Ryan Esnada has no problems with this one. Esnada looking for his man, moving forward there. Moving St. Croix. Moving is leaving the throw in there to Vincent Francis. Well tackled there. That's Lloyd. Throw in there by Louis St. Croix. Leighton is trying to dance around Vincent. Shadowed by two. Away for Samson. Leighton again losing this one to Leonti. And the man in the middle spotting an infringement there. Valencius Joseph has been stamped on. Oh, a good 1-2 there from Sandiford, and of course Lloyd.
More information. There is a Big Street as well. Big Street and Cross Street. Right. So what streets, what are the names of the streets in the answer? Take that street. And Main Street. And there is a point, Victory, so we have Victory Street.
A throw in there to Mabuya. To be taken there by Solomon. Anthony Matthew. I was looking for his man there. Well dealt with Wiggins. Well troubled there by Robinson. Leonti. For Anse La Raye. Finding Vincent. Vincent is trying to dance around his man. Finding Leonti again. Leonti and Vincent sharing it together. This one is given away there to Maya St. Croix. St. Croix is trying to dance. Trying to square it wide. Finding Wiggins on the far side. Wiggins is trying to dance. Mabuya is back in defense. Aloysius Sidney finding his man. That's Emmanuel Clermont. And the ball is off Emmanuel Clermont. Goal kick to Mabuya Valley Legends. Wide to Sheldon. Sheldon finding Clifford. Ball coming in there. And Simon collecting it cleanly with a rush of fury there from moving St. Croix. Solomon Sandiford. Squares up, finding Lloyd Clifford. Lloyd finding Leighton Sandiford. Leighton goes wide, looking for Clifford Sandiford. Ball is in the air. And missing this one, and Lloyd Clifford judging this one improperly there, and Mabuya Valley just missing the target there. Leonti with Vincent. Anthony missing out on this one there. The whistle over. The referee went. Ball is with Leonti. He's looking to find Vincent. Vincent getting past Samson. Is looking for his man on the far side and finding him. That's moving Senkwa. He's trying to whip this one there. And a little help with the wind, carrying it straight into touch. Corner kick to Anse La Raye. Anse La Raye looking to take the lead here in the second half of our first game here tonight. Into the side netting there from Leonti. Solomon giving this one away. Sandiford. That's Litton finding Samson. Samson to Lloyd. Lloyd to Sandiford. Finding Anthony Matthew right there. Oh, very good ball there. Finding Lloyd from Rator. Lloyd is trying to take on his man. And trying to bring this one across and going straight into a touch there for a goal kick. Solomon Sandiford winning this one, looking for Lloyd. And couldn't control this one, and that's helping it into touch there for throwing to Anse La Raye. Louis Saint Qua finding Vincent Francis. Clearance there by Louis. Head over Anthony. And some spectacular work being done there in the final third over Anse La Raye. And trying to bring out this one there. Cornelius finding his man for that's Sydney. Sydney giving it away. And Leighton Sandiford looking for Lloyd. Oh, he's finding this one in a perfect spot and not executing judgment. Vincent again. Marcus Henry lifting this one. Looking for Wiggins. A throw given there by Pius Marcel. Wiggins finding Emmanuel Clermont with the throw. Clermont is trying to dance. Ball coming across. Oh, and it's the second goal there for Anse La Raye. Simon is spilling this one. And Anse La Raye very early in the second half. Anse La Raye taking the lead here in the second half. Simon just peeling this one very dangerously, and Matthew is giving this one away. Well catered for there by Moving, and Moving is trying to find his man. That's Wiggins. And shot is spliced there by Cornelius Ajuda. No problems there again for Simon Robinson. Looking for Clifford. That's finding Spencer. Spencer is mishandled there by Sydney. Sydney goes wide. Cornelius trying to dance around his man. 1-2 with Leonte. Aloysius again. Smoking it upfield. No problems whatsoever for Simon Robinson. Is with Pius. Finding Anthony Matthew. Simon. Samson, that is, finding Antoine. Spencer Smith. Anthony Matthew. Clearance again for Mabuya Valley. Randy is trying to put it back into the heat. Vincent is trying to take control of it for Anse La Raye. He's trying to take on two. Some very good work there by Vincent. Rato winning this one there. Rato is skipping. And he was trying to find Valencius Joseph, and it ricocheted off the defensive third of Anse La Raye. A corner to Valley Legends. Looking to equalize this one. Anthony Matthew on this one there for the Legends. Put the laces on this one. The heads go up and the whistle went there. The man in the middle is spotting an infringement deep into the 18-yard. Saint Croix looking for Cornelius. And the referee spotting Saint Croix down. That's Louis. Anse La Raye will start again. Vincent squaring it to his man, and Mabuya Valley having a go at it there. And Vincent clearing this one off the boots of Leighton Sandiford. Through in there by Randy. We're looking for Leighton Sandiford. And he's doing a mess out of it there. Ryan is not putting this one on the spot. Spencer Smith. Finding Valencius Joseph. And Valencius is trying to put this one past Esnard, and just a foot being placed there by Esnard, and Lloyd Clifford is looking for his man. Oh, goal is open there, and the shot is blocked. Valley Legends still in search for the equalizer. Randy challenge there on moving Senqua for the ball. And ball goes into touch for throw-in to Anse La Raye. Randy looking for his man. That's Rato. Valencius Joseph on this one. Clearance again. Anthony Matthew. With Sheldon. Sheldon looking for Spencer. Anthony Matthew again, not controlling this one properly. Leonti. Oh, some good movement of the ball there. That's moving Senqua. And Simon Robinson, the keeper, coming off his goal line. Vincent Francis with the throw for Anse La Raye. Finding Louis Senqua. Bacchus looking for Wiggins and finding him. Aloysius Sidney trying to take on his man. And it looks to be like Spencer was brought down on the far side. Wiggins being the culprit. Mabuya Valley Legends in search of the equalizer here. A spot kick there to be taken by the captain, Pius Marcel. No problems for Ryan Esnard in goal. Randy winning this one, finding Rato. Oh, Valencius Joseph finding Lloyd. Lloyd is trying to bring this one across and is ruled offside. Randy just shadowing this one into touch for throwing. Looking for Samson Robinson. Samson is trying to dance around his man and looking for Rato. Rato looking for Anthony Matthew. Anthony is just scooping this one over the transversal of Ryan Esnard.
Veterans in Sports Inc.
Goal kick to be taken there by Bacchus Henry. Laces this one forward. Pius is brought down. He's trying to float this one forward there. Ball is played aerially. Should be brought down. Moving Senqua, finding this man. Anthony Matthew winning this one there for Valley Legends. Finding Rato and Spencer moving forward there. And unable to keep this one in play is Spencer. Wiggins moving on the far side for Anse La Raye. finding Sheldon. Interrupted by Louis Senqua. Pius finding Errol for Mabuya. Sheldon Antoine finding Anthony Matthew. Again, Mabuya just can't penetrate. Cornelius looking to move forward there, finding this man, but well worn again by Randy. Randy spreading it wide, finding Spencer. Spencer is trying to dance around his man. And Spencer just can't find a Leighton. Flick on there. Cornelius looking for his man again. Oh, good tackle in there by Pius. Cornelius again. Oh, taking on his man quite comfortably. Mabuya giving the ball away again. Emmanuel finding his man. Oh, well collected by Simon Robinson as he goes wide. Finding Wilson Theodule. Wilson looking for Anthony. But finding Rator moving across. Through into Anse La Raye. Good ball there by Cornelius, finding his man. Errol Henry winning it from Mabuya, finding Anthony Matthew. Poor ball there by Anthony Matthew. Cassius Constantine has been introduced in the game, giving the ball away. Sheldon to Anthony. A bad 1-2 there by Leighton. Randy looking for Leighton Sandiford. Bring it, this one is across the goal, and header there by Barkas, putting this one into touch. Just making sure that Valley don't pounce on them again to equalize the game. Corner there to Valley Legends, to be taken by Leighton Sandiford. He plays it short to Wilson Theodule. Back to Rator. Spencer trying to take on his man and losing possession. Senqua, that's Myers on the far side. Simon Robinson well collecting this one. Myers was looking for Emmanuel Clement moving forward. Leonti for Anse La Raye. Cornelius trying to take on Cassius. A shot on target there. No problems to Simon. Aloysius Sidney is in some discomfort there. Requiring the aid of the medical team. He's helped back to his feet, but he's still clutching. I think they're going to help him off the field. A clear pick of the coach of Valley Legends. That's his Constantine. The Legends will start from the defense with Pius. Finding Wilson. Wilson had a rattle there, but he just gave it away. It's Evitas finding his man. A foul there on Spencer Smith. Sheldon leaving it there for the captain, Pius. Ball coming in. And Wilson Theodil puts it back in the heat. Well taken care there of by the defensive third of Anse La Raye. Ball coming in there. A clearance by Anse La Raye. A header by Henry. Cassius Constantine is trying to bring it down. The ball is still with Valley Legends, but into the defensive third. Sheldon Antoine. Looking to find Spencer Smith. A ball there to Spencer from Bogle, and a good cross there by Spencer. Some pressure there by Randy. Forced in the throw. Finding Neville. Squares it back to Randy. Finding Wilson. And a collision there between Randy and, of course, Antonius Henry. But it went in Antonius's favor. Releases this one forward. Ball is put into touch there for a corner kick to be taken by Leighton Sandeford. Oh, and this one is into the goal. Leighton Sandeford with the help of the wind, putting this one straight into the goal, and Valley Legends with the equalizer. And you could see the ball boy go celebrate. He's from Viewfort South and he's celebrating the Mabuya Valley goal. Rato has scored from a corner, and Mabuya Valley Legends Anse La Raye. Remember, Valley took the lead and Anse La Raye equalized, and of course Anse La Raye went up. Fabian. Mabuya equalizing here. A boost of free there by Moving Senkwa. Trying to bring this one across. A well controlled again by Pius. Anse La Raye. Control of the ball game. Spencer. A wayward pass there to Valencius Joseph. It looks to me like James Paul finding his man. Whistle there by the man in the middle, sporting an infringement. It looks to me like on Cassius Constantine. A spot kick there for Anse La Raye, looking to regain the lead. Cornelius in charge of this one, and Simon Robinson is just a shadow in this one. Into touch for a goal kick to Mabuya Valley Legends. Simon, the keeper, placing this one on the spot for Pius. Pius is lifting this one forward. Cornelius in battle there with Spencer Smith, or Spencer is dancing. Is back to Pius. Oh, good ball there to his Marcel, but a touch too heavy. Sheldon committing himself there on the far side.
Also, we have Stones ginger wine, $5 EC.
Good work there by Errol Henry. Squaring it to the near side for his Marcel. He's lifting it gently for Valencius Joseph, and Valencius is tumbling there in the process. Randy winning this one there for Valley Legends. A lazy pass there by Randy. Leighton Sandiford is taking on his man. Crossing this one dangerously. Oh, cross the face-off goal. It's all happening here between the legends of Mabuya and, of course, Anse La Raye veterans. Goal kick to Anse La Raye. And a lunging tackle there by the number 3, that is James Paul, on Rato, and Rato is positioning this ball there. Leighton Rato Sandiford over this one, and you could see James Paul is over this one also, tying his bootlaces. He was the culprit there on Leighton Sandiford, fouling him in the process. And Leighton will tee it up for Valencius Joseph. He's just gonna blast this one, and it's going wide. A goal kick to Anse La Raye.
Just in case you're wondering about the weather, it is currently 18 degrees Fahrenheit. So, compliments to the blog brought to you by Veteran Sports Inc. It feels like there's 6 degrees, however, it's fucking out as well. 40% chance of
He was trying to find Henry. Oh, some good work there again by the Valley Legends. Spencer missing out. Winning it again. Final with Spencer. Ratto finding Hayes. Hayes is trying to take on his man. A good tackle there again in defense. Issuing this one into touch. Through in there to Valley Legends. Randy trying to bring this one across. And a poor cross in there by Randy. And hands in the air in an apologetic manner. Randy Saint-Gist. Goal kick for Anse La Raye. Valencius Joseph couldn't control this one and is giving it away. Anse La Raye again. Fabian Montout trying to dance. Fabian trying to dance and finding Wiggins. Wiggins is trying to turn on his man. Wiggins just can't turn on Neville. Sydney finding his man.
Of course, if you purchase your tickets, we are asking you to locate where tickets are with you. If you don't have your tickets in your pocket or in your clutch or the ladies, your purse, we ask
Throw in there to Anse La Raye.
The first draw of the evening. Many more draws to come.
It's 2-2 here between Anse La Raye and Mabuya Valley Legends. Fabian Montout goes back to his man. Clearance there from his Marcel. Valencius Joseph attacked this one too early. James finding his man far. That's Aloysius. Good work there by Cassius Constantine. Finding Sheldon Antoine. Valencius Joseph finding his Marcel and his is looking for Ratto, and Ratto is ruled offside. Some very good ball there being played by Valley Legends, and Ratto was caught in an offside position. Marcus and Slurry moving forward. Clearance there by Randy. And this one is hoinked into touch by Henry. Through into Anse La Raye. It's 2-2 here at the Philip Masley grounds. Henry to Pius. Pius looking for Ratto, and this one is going into touch there. Solomon Sandiford just issuing this one there in the touch, following and tracking back Louis Saint Croix. You're just hearing the sound of the Boeing 747 making an exit, leaving the here in Nora International Airport here in Viewfort. There's some good touches on the ball there, and it looks to me like a Lloyd on this one and a clearance there by Esnard. Randy controlling this one. Looking for Bogle. Bogle on the end of this one here. Looking for Hayes. Hayes is trying to run the wing and crossing this one in. Relatively flat indeed. And this one is put into touch there for a throw into Valley Legends. Throw to be taken there by Randy. Pius lifting this one in the area. The heads go up. And at the end of this one there, the teams are locked at 2-all. And they are going to battle out in extra time to decide who's going into the semi-finals. And if the score remains the same, like regulation, time will be going into penalty shootouts. And let me remind you that you are watching courtesy Winners TV. Extra time, that of the quarterfinal stages of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup, the main trophy. Valley Legends coming up against Anse La Raye. The first half of extra time, they are locked at 2-all. Goals from Mervyn St. Croix and of course Emmanuel Clermont for Anse La Raye, and Valencius Joseph and Leighton Sandiford finding the back of the net.
Extra time, 10 minutes each half. And by the end of it, there's still no winner.
And the ball is helped into a touch there for throwing to Valley Legends.
We'll go to your left if you're facing the secondary school.
Hermas was beaten to the task by Vincent, and Hermas is looking for Rator. Well controlled again by Rator. Finding Neville. A good ball again. And the whistle of the man in the middle went spotting a handle ball there. A yellow card is issued to the player. Arato is behind this one there. Ryan is not in goal, has been so brilliant. And Rato is kicking this one, and this one is ricocheting off the defense of Anse La Raye. Is not dealing with it. Vincent trying to find his man, doing so quite perfectly. That was Evitason. Again, this one is in the path of Ryan Esnard. Good control there by Samson, bringing it to his Marcel, losing it in the process. Samson again, a good work there by Robinson. Ball is with Robinson again. He squares it wide to his. A flat one coming in there from his, and a clearance again from Barkas Henry. Valley from the wood goal is applying pressure. Ball coming in there from Solomon. Samson splicing this one. Henry putting it in the heat. Well controlled there by Bogle. Bogle taking on his man. Oh, he's turning very good there on his pivot. Rator. And Rator is brought down. And this one was trying to be very quick there. That's Neville Harris, a.k.a. Bogle. Trying to find Lloyd. Moving forward. And Leighton Sandiford is just picking himself up. This one is a bit closer there, just for the, just inside the semicircle, which is for the 18-yard region there. And it looks to me like Rato is going to tee it up for a Pius. And no problems there for Ryan Esnad. He's not troubled, not at all. Esnad finding his number 8. This ball is played behind the back of the player there. That's moving Senkwa. Through in there by Randy. Finding Pius to Samson. Randy to Pius again. Clearance there from Simon Robinson, the keeper. Neville. Oh, Lloyd spreads it wide to his. Oh, good ball again into Lloyd. Lloyd is bringing this one across, trying to find Hermas. But Vincent is there for Anse La Raye. Clearance. But only to meet Pius. Pius winning this one. Trying to find Neville. Neville was robbed. Vincent again for Anse La Raye. Emmanuel is looking for his man. But Randy is squaring it up and finding Hermas. Hermas receiving this one on the chest and away. It's in the way that he turned his body. The ball just ran away from him. Hermas again looking for Lloyd. And this one was well met. And Lloyd giving chase with the defender there, and Rato, it looks to me like he's going to win this one. Throw into Mabuya. Finding Hermas. Hermas again looking for Rato with his head down and was trying to make amends from the first time. Throw in there to Anse La Raye. Vincent controlling this one. A flick over there from the Anse La Raye counterpart. Robinson goes to Pius. Pius was trying to find Hermas. Hermas flicked in this one back into the game. Samson controlling this one. Looking to find Neville. Neville was robbed. Vincent for Anse La Raye. Looks to me like Neville was impeded. Pius listen this one forward. A good ball there from Rator. Finding Solomon. Solomon. Squares this one across. And the defensive third of Anse La Raye will just shadow this one into touch there for a throw-in. Neville finding Samson. He's lifting it over there. Vincent in defense for Anse La Raye. Finding his number 14. He'll try to dance around his man. Back to Vincent. Bad control there by Myers. And the ball is put into touch for a throw in there to Mabuya Valley Legends. Well, it's 20 minutes of extra time, 10.5. A throw in to Pius Marcel. Neville Harris losing control of this one. Pius again taking control of the ball game from the defense. A ball eluding Lloyd. Myers Senkwa trying to find his man moving forward. And Simon is almost making a mess of this one there. Here's Marcel for Valley Legends. Almost giving this one away. Handle ball. And he's not pleased, not at all. That's the number 19. It looks to me like Bacchus. Arato will try to float this one there in the area. And a touch too heavy as it sails across goal. All still 2-all. It's been shown at the top of your screen. Mabuya Valley Legends coming up against Anse La Raye. A clear picture of Ryan Esnat putting this one there on the spot. This is the whistle of the first half of extra time. 10 minutes has elapsed. And providing the score remains this one at the whistle of the second half of extra time. We are going to go into penalty shootouts. We're off with the second half of extra time. And on the would go Valley Legends trying to apply the pressure. Shot is off target. No problem for Simon Robinson in goal. Pius will launch this one forward. Solomon trying to find he is. Back to Solomon. And moving St. Croix was trying to whistle this one across goal, and some good work there by Solomon in defense. Throw into Anse La Raye. Wiggins trying to whip this one. Vincent trying to bring this one across. A clearance there from Mabuya. Sydney finding he is looking for his man. Samson back to his. Looking for Rato there on the ends, and the ball is going into touch. A throw in there to Anse La Raye. A nice shot of the crowd on the side, and of course our sports journalist there from the media. A throw in there by Sydney. Sydney taking care of this one, placing the outside of his boot on this one, going far wide, finding Spencer, and Spencer is pumping this one forward, looking for Lloyd Clifford, and Lloyd is winning this one here. He's trying to dance around his man, and a serious tackle there by the number 3, moving forward. Spencer Smith with Samson Robinson. Here's Marcel. Rato Sandiford finding his. Poor cross there by his. Rato winning this one here. He's finding this one, and he's trying to place it around the keeper, and Ryan Esnad just before the man in the middle could have whistled him in an offside position. Ryan Esnad was so spectacular there, bringing this one, plucking it out of the air, bringing it down. Aloysius Signy with the spot kick for Anse La Raye. Solomon finding his. Some good control in there. And again, he was looking for Leighton moving forward. But no problems there for Esnad. Esnad looking for his man. And Pius has to put this one into touch there for throwing to Anse La Raye. Some good dribbling skills displayed there by Emmanuel Clement. Trying to bring this one across. Well collected there by Simon. Simon was bumped into there by Wiggins. Vincent winning the header. Spencer. Looking for Lloyd. And Lloyd was winning this one, and for a moment I thought he was brought down. A throw in there to Mabuya Valley Legends, to be taken there by Randy. And Bogle giving this one away. Randy trying to win it back. Vincent in the midfield for Anse La Raye. He's finding his man, moving. Vincent again. Some lovely touches there from Anse La Raye on the ball. Emmanuel. A corner kick there for Anse La Raye. A very tense game here in the second half of extra time. And the teams are locked at 2-2. Mabuya Valley Legends and Anse La Raye Veterans. Corner kick to be taken by Movin Senkwa. A handle ball there in the final third. Sandiford. Well met there. And the ball is in Mabuya Valley's favor, throwing. Solomon is back to Pius. Pius looks for Samson. Samson to Marcel. Back to Samson. Looking for Rato, and Rato is on the move. He's trying to take on his man there, and shot on target, but can't trouble Ryan Esnad. Vincent in control, finding his man. Spencer Smith, and he's fouled in the process. Spot kick there for Mabuya Valley Legends. Looking to take the lead here and to seal the deal. Pius Marcel with a kick straight to Ryan Esnad. No problems whatsoever for the custodian in goal for Anse La Raye. Leonti spreads it wide to Wiggins. Well, this ball was whistled back by Wilson. And Samson Robinson. And Samson is being brought down there, and the referee is going to have a word with the man there on the far side. Pius behind this one. Ball is back with Randy. Vincent winning this one away from Randy, back to Pius. Pius is looking for the Valley Legends players there, finding that's Spencer Smith, and is just blazing it across the goal of Ryan Esnad. Goal kick for Anse La Raye. Anse La Raye Veterans. Looking for his man moving forward, and Pius is putting this one into touch. A throw in there to Anse La Raye. And at the end of this one, they are locked at 2-2, and it will be penalty shootouts between the two Valley Legends and, of course, Anse La Raye. Shootouts will be the decider here tonight between Mabuya Valley Legends and, of course, Anse La Raye. Very tense moment here. It looks to me like Ryan Esnad, the first one in goal. And it will be Spencer Smith to kick for Valley Legends. Spencer placing his ball on the spot. As Ryan Esnad would have come to touch the ball, it rolled away, and Spencer Smith will be placing it back on the spot. We have some gusty wind being blown here across the ground, and Spencer has to do some wiggling of this ball to place it. Spencer is putting this one at the back of the net. 1-0 in penalty shootouts in favor of Mabuya. Simon Robinson. Well, it will be Bacchus Henry for... is that Bacchus Henry? Well, if it's not Bacchus Henry, it should be Emmanuel Clement. Well, it is Bacchus Henry. Bacchus Henry for Anse La Raye against Simon Robinson. And Simon, he saw this one, but couldn't do nothing about it though. It will be Clifford Sandiford for Valley Legends. Clifford Sandiford against Ryan Esnad. And he's blazed it over the transversal. It will be Emmanuel Clement this time. As Aloysius Sidney this time, it is. And Simon Robinson just can't touch this one. It will be Wilson Theodore there for Valley Legends. Wilson Theodore against Ryan Esnad. Oh, Oh, he's placed it straight in the middle for him. Wilson made there's not drift. And what a wonderful penalty there.
So after free kicks, now we have 2 here. We have missed 1. Anse La Raye now taking their third kick.
It looked to me like moving Senkwa. Moving Senkwa is one of the goal scorers for Anse La Raye against Simon Robinson. And he had the ball in the wrong spot.
I have seen a very good athleticism.
Simon is blocking this one straight onto the keeper. And it looks to me like the penalty of Clifford Sandiford will be looked after. We have a lifeline to redeem themselves. Pius Marcel on this one.
Pius Marcel, the central defender for Guarantee.
Oh, Pius Marcel is putting this one home there for Mabuya. Emmanuel Clement this time.
Number 10 now, for this deal. You know the question, just go to the
Clement against Simon Robinson. Oh, lovely penalty there by Clement. Leighton Sandiford, aka Rator. Will go against Ryan Esnad. Oh, whistle this one there, squeezing it under Ryan Esnad. And if Simon Robinson save Leonti, it will be curtains here for Anse La Raye. Leonti against Simon Robinson. Simon is coming up to the ball and he is sent back by the man in the middle. And Leonti will look for the back of the net, Simon. Oh, Simon has saved this one! And oh my God, Valley Legends will advance to the semi-finals of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup. Yes, of course. Valley Legends win on penalty shootouts by 4 penalties to 3. And to see the celebration there from Valley Legends, and they'll be advancing into the semi-finals of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup. And Simon has redeemed himself because he was caught nothing, and the ball went through his palms and into the back of the net. That's the second goal when Anse La Raye took the lead, and he redeemed himself in saving the penalty. As you could see him there with Pius, Samson, Lloyd, Cassius, Hayes, Wilson, Randy, and of course Antoine, the injured keeper, Fimba, Solomon, and Henry. Of course, Valley Legends been victorious here tonight and will advance to the semi-finals. And let me make mention to you that you are watching courtesy Winners TV. It's the quarterfinals of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup Veterans Football here in the main trophy. Mabuya just getting the better of Anse La Raye on penalty shootouts by 4 penalties to 3. They were locked at a regulation time 2-2, and of course extra time. And following this encounter just been completed here, we'll see a derby that of Vieux-Fort South. They'll be taking on Vieux-Fort Central. So there you have it. Valley Legends going home with the victory in penalty shootouts.